in a place called heaven. An angel named Satan wanted more than God gave him, so they had a big battle right there on God's turf. Michael got his army and he kicked them down to earth. Then God created Adam and a woman named Eve. Read about an apple and a snake in a tree. Cain killed Abel and you reap what you sow. Kept the seed alive till it got to know. Well, then it started raining. They all got on a boat. Water covered earth and all they did was float. The ark came to rest, so they sacrificed a bird. Multiplied the people and he multiplied the herd. In a place called Babel, the people built a tower. God confused the language just to weaken their power. Kept the seed alive so we wouldn't be damned. Rested in a prophet named Abraham. Now with him he made a promise that his people will be blessed. What he still didn't know was that he had to pass the test. Take your son, sacrifice him to me. Test his faith and to see if he believed. So he bound up his hands, lifted up his knife. God called out and saved his life. Said, Abraham, my son, don't kill that boy. So not what told his son gave God much joy. So Isaac grew up and gave his father much wonder. Conquered many kings and gave a tenth of the plunder. Isaac had a son and gave his father much pride. Jacob was the father of Israel's tribe. His love, his word, his blood, his death. His love is all I need. His words made me wise. His blood washed my sin. His death saved my life. His love is all I need. His words made me wise. His blood washed my sin. His death saved my life. Joseph was a favorite, the apple of his eye. His brother sold him to some people passing by. He ended up Egypt working for this guy, but his wife couldn't have him. She wanted him to die, so they put him in prison with a baker and a bearer. Interpret their dreams and it made one scared. The bearer went back and the baker lost his head. They knew it was exactly what Joseph had said. Then the pharaoh had a dream no one understood. He asked everybody in the whole neighborhood. The pharaoh thought of Joseph, who was still in prison, and they brought him into Pharaoh. He said, now listen, you got 7 years of good, 7 years of drought. You gotta save from the plenty, you're gonna run out. Pharaoh knew this was wise, so they made him a ruler over all of these, so that life would be cooler. Joseph was blessed with the will of the Lord, and everything he did the people adored. Then came the famine and there was no rain, and the brothers came to town so they could buy some grain. But Jacob got the youngest one, the one called Ben. He was afraid that it would happen again. Joseph cried, spies, go back again. Get Ben, come back, and then Simeon will live, but they didn't know why. Didn't recognize the man that was the apple of the father's eye. Joe said, look, come closer to me. I'm the brother that you sold into slavery. They cried many tears, gave Lord praise, got the many blessings they were promised in the early days. But many years later they were driven into bondage, cried to the Lord to give them knowledge of the man that would come and set them free from the heavy yoke of the ruler Ramsey. His love, his word, his blood, his death, his love. His words that saved my life. His love, his words made me wise. His death that saved my life. Moses was spared the death of the infants, recognized the problem of his very own descendants. He was cast in the desert where he could be purged. He could be the one to fulfill God's word. He said, Moses, my son, go back unto Egypt. I hear the cries, and it's not the way I leave it. He did many wonders right from the start. Pharaoh didn't care, God hardened his heart. But after the death of the Pharaoh's son, he let the people leave with the chosen one. But he didn't give up, nope, wouldn't let it be. Chased him right through the part of the Red Sea. Then the water came down on Pharaoh and his hordes. Paid the big price for doubting God's force. They wandered through the desert for 40 years. For the next generation he would dry their tears and conquer 31 kings. 7 nations inherit the land with the God of creation. A young shepherd boy with a rock and a sling killed the giant and became their king. Now David was wise, so was Solomon. John the Baptist cleared the way for the Holy One. 'Cause he's all his love, his word, his blood, his death, his love, his words made me wise. His words that saved my life. His love, his words made me wise. His death that saved my life. Mary conceived a child in the spirit. Joseph was mad, cause they hadn't been married yet. An angel told Joseph about the son of Messiah. The child she carried was the Holy Messiah. Star appeared to glorify him, and Jesus was born in a town called Bethlehem. He grew up strong, he grew up wise. As a young boy, he pleased God's eyes. He answered every question and he had great knowledge, though he never went to school and he never went to college. So word spread quickly all over the land about a young man with the healing hand. He healed the sick, he healed the blind, walked on water, he was humble and kind. And though he never sinned, the high priest plotted to have him killed so his name would be blotted. The Pilate had no reason, so he washed his hands, gave the crowd a choice between killer and the Son of Man. That beat him with sticks, crowned him with thorns, nailed him to the cross, and the people mourned. But 3 days later he raised from the dead. The people that knew him remember what he said, that he sacrificed himself to take our sin so that we can be with him again for 1,000 years of peace, and then in heaven and throughout eternity his love we will dwell in. His love, his word.